Hello, it is Tuesday the 13th of February and we're looking at crypto. So we finally hit the big 50,000 level in Bitcoin. We've been waiting for this for a while. Here we are, 49,900. No sign of a major profit taking at this big level. If we would see that, that's what we see when we get up and hit a level and a big spike reversal. So it's looking pretty strong. Let's see then if we've got more upside and if all we're going to do is a little bit of sideways. What we do when we go sideways here will tell us a lot more about whether we can continue higher or not. What I'm really looking for is some really nice sideways three-wave moves or a triangle or a wave 4 kind of move. And here's why when I look at it on a 4-hour, okay, or the daily, this is the daily, so from the low that we made on the 23rd of January, I'm hoping this is a nice wave 2. This swing that we've just done is 1.618 of this first swing, and so I'm looking for a nice wave 4 and then more upside at some point now, and we may keep going to 2.618 of this first swing, or we may, because it's a big round number, I think it's probably more likely that we will see a little bit of sideways and maybe a wave 4 here. So let's go back to the weekly and talk about the big picture levels if we keep going. So as you know, if we look from the low that we made in 2018, sorry, put my fibs on, from this low to high, just hide these. So from this low, we reversed to the 786 fib. When you do that, you usually have two targets. The first one is the 38.2, and I think we saw some pretty interesting distribution here, but it was being bought. We've kept going, and usually the second target when you do that would be up here at 53,400 and the 236 fib. So that's how, if we look at the fibs this way, we could also put the retrace fibs from the most recent decline, and if we do that, then I'm not a huge fan because this 236 was so messy, but it's clear that we did get a reaction, and we got a small reaction here at the 38.2. We went sideways at the 50. We got a sharp reversal at the 61.8, and so I am tempted to say that if we can hold above 48,550, even if we do some sideways trading at this 50,000 level, there is potential that the next upside would then be 57,500, which would be the 786 fib retrace going the other way. And Bitcoin really does like a 786 fib retrace. If this is just going to be a messy 61.8 fib level, then we are going to trade and hold back underneath that 48,550. So if you're big term swinging this, that's really, you know, what we broke above yesterday and what we kind of really need to hold above if we're going to keep going. We might go sideways at this level. We might get back underneath it and try and shake people out. What I really wouldn't want to see, and what would shake me out of a lot of mine, would be if we got underneath it and then it became resistance. That would look to me more like a false breakout. Now, why would this be wave 3 and we're looking for a wave 4 here? Well, quite a few reasons. If I measure from this low to this high, here's our 3-wave correction in the middle. Here's our 1.618 of this swing. So 5,500 is a pretty interesting level. I also think it's quite an interesting level because if we, let's tidy up here a bit. So from the low that we made in November 2022, we made a very nice 5 waves and then a 3-wave correction. And then we're looking, you know, for a 5-wave wave 3 here going the other way, aren't we? Well, if I measure from this low to this high, which is our first swing, and then put it at the bottom of this 3-wave correction we've made, you can see that we have also, at this 50,100 level, we have reached where we are 1.618 of this big wave 1. Potentially then we could see a bigger wave 4 here, and the most likely place we would come back to is the bottom of this wave 4 here. So there is potential that if we don't hold above 48,550, we could see a bigger pullback to 40,000 again. That's the kind of pattern. and that would bring us back to the weekly 20 moving average, and we would have a correction, a bigger wave 4 on the scale of this one that we saw between April and September of 2023. So that's how I'm planning it. That's how I'm trading it. As you know, haven't sold yet. I'm not even sure that, there's no sign of a reversal yet. And one of the things when you're a trend trader and you identify big levels, and I have real rules about levels. I don't automatically trade a level unless I put it on the chart before we get there, because I found when I first started trading, I found it too tempting to go, oh look, it looks like, are we making a reversal? And even if there wasn't a level there, I don't want to get chopped up. So for me, 50,000 is a big level, and if this does turn into a bigger reversal, then because there is the potential of that bigger pullback, a 20% pullback here, let's be honest, back to the bottom of this wave 4, I am watching this closely to see if we can keep going. Okay, that's how I'm trading it. Now, lower time frame moving averages say we will start a correction. So here on the 15-minute, we have got a bearish, we've gone consolidated, we've got a bearish cross, we've got a little bit of a topping pattern here, haven't we, at this 50,000 level on our 15-minute. Most likely, if we break down from this sideways consolidation, then we are likely to come back and test our 48,550 level, the most important swing high here. And so, yes, I do think we'll see some profit taking, and I think if these lows here go, I'm tempted to take a little bit off, just let this play out and then buy it back if we turn higher again. So we have, although I think Bitcoin bigger picture has more upside, and I think that the next upside should be 54 to 57,000. There is a risk at this big round 50,000 number that we could see a bigger pullback to 40,000. So I'm trading it a little bit cautiously. I'm watching it closely anyway. So I am a long-term bull, but I really do like to ride the swings and buy more on the pullbacks. So good luck. I will do a bigger, longer altcoin video.